Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are helping us on this journey to unconditional love. And so I do a Divine Love Crystal Grid, which I was guided to set up for me and my twin to help us come into union. And then I was guided to set it out to everyone and start this channel. So if you want to join the Crystal Grid, you receive pieces of rose quartz. And when you meditate with that, it actually grounds the energies of unconditional love onto the planet. And it's all about being part of a collective group that are all helping each other back into our unions. And so it's all centered around the forest lovers who are entwined together for eternity around the oak tree and the tree wisdom, using the sacred wisdom to really root the energies of as above, so below. And so because of all the healings that I've been doing recently and the emails that I've been getting from you, there has been such a big pull around head over heart and basically moving out of fear. And so fears are creeping in because there's doubts creeping in, because I think lots of, there's this sense of, I can't see it happening around me. So is this really happening? And all of this. And so somebody, a lovely Crystal Grid member had told me about this book, The Turnaround Time, which is basically about a twin flame couple, and she has written it. She's a healer, and she has written about her experience. They're actually, together, and she's written about her experiences and about what's happened since Atlantis and the fall of Atlantis. And so that is all about the breakdown of the fear and ego over love, which is exactly what we're here to do as twin flames. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you an excerpt of the book, which is when her guides come to her in her dream state to tell her what her mission is. And so it will just make you, when I read it, I just thought this is such a perfect time to hear this, because it will make you realize again that you are part of a much, much, much bigger plan. And so you can just know that it's all going to be coming together at the right time, because you're helped on this journey, because you are needed to raise the planet in love and light. Okay, and here it is. So, I was standing under the golden arch, which was composed of immense radiant multicolored crystals. The scenery before me was so beautiful, and I can only call it heaven. Standing in the gateway to heaven, I was looking at miles of outstretched natural landscape. Rainbows, trees, flowers, paths, fields, ponds, waterfalls and mountains. White doves were everywhere. Struck by her beauty and loving presence, I instantly recognized my guide as she approached me from the horizon, at first as an outline of clear light in the shape of an angel, but then becoming more human-like as she got closer. She looked at me in the familiar way that I had come to know, a look that telegraphed love and kindness. I had spent much time with her in the dream time under the golden arch when no words were ever spoken. She spoke only through her mind, and I would clearly hear her in mine. And now this is what her guide tells her. You are okay. You fainted. You are not well right now physically, but that will pass. We are repairing your energy field. You had a negative reaction to the electromagnetic shifts in the village because of the influence of the Dark Ones. So the Dark Ones are those that live in fear. The dark presence on the planet is growing. This magnified the blast triggered by the physical presence of your twin soul, because of the veil of forgetfulness that currently separates the unseen world from the physical world. You will awaken with no immediate memory of this conversation. Rather, this will stay dormant within your soul until the right time. It will then be revealed to you little by little as the veil lifts. This will be triggered through the timer in your soul over many lifetimes. In the meantime, this conversation will guide you silently from within, and remember that you are never alone. Everything will be revealed at the right time. The teacher is the mother of your twin soul. The time has come to meet him in the physical world. You will not recognize him at first. His mother will be completely well when you awaken. We are taking care of that now. Your twin is a man of great honor and wisdom. He is a fighter and a cross warrior. It is time for him to come forward. As a cross warrior, he will walk between both worlds, that of the light and that of the dark, knowing the only way to help the light is to be inside the dark. Know your enemies is a favorite phrase of his. The downside is that he will forget his true purpose and believe he is a truly part of this dark world. Becoming one of them is his greatest fear, and the Dark Ones know this, which is how they eventually confuse him into thinking he is one of them. You will be a constant reminder to him of who he really is as a man of the sun, just by your presence. This will present another problem. He will become so afraid that he actually is a Dark One that he will not want to see himself mirrored within you. He may resist unifying with you for this reason, for only truth is revealed between twin souls when their energy fields merge. This is called the twin flame mergence, and will magnify what each twin truly feels. Your twin will fear you, will see the darkness he feels is now within him. He will also fear this darkness will harm you. This battle within him will be felt for many lifetimes. When he resists you, you will not understand and become angry and resentful. His desire to expose the Dark Ones and the real purpose of a Cross Warrior will be his focus, his obsession, and his mission. But this will compromise your relationship. He will feel distant to you, and you will fear that you are not important to him. His avoidant behavior, together with tricks by the Dark Ones, will cause you to believe his greatest fear, that he is a Dark One after all, and you will then want to run from him. This will present great problems for you both. I will be with you through all of this. In the turnaround time, you both will have the choice to heal all this. Your story of separation and unification will inspire others to remember their own stories, and that each and every person has a twin soul out there somewhere. You will tell this story in the future when you have returned to yourself as a lineage healer. When this conversation is remembered, written and told, your twin will remember who he is too, and return to himself as a man of the sun. This will forever change the course of history, for as twin souls reunify, the planet will heal, and humanity will be restored through this great love. Suffice it to say that these revelations and lessons will spread from you like wildfire, in helping others to heal their core male and female divisions, and feel the inner longing for their other halves and move towards them. All twin souls have timers within them that creates an invisible guiding force towards each other. Your twin soul healing journey will require complete forgiveness, unconditional love, and acceptance of your twin. This great love will help him heal and bring him back to you, but to find himself, he will need to learn that the fight is more important than not more important than love. Your twin's concern with keeping you and the children safe at a time of increasing darkness in Atlantis will have him stunted for long periods and in many lifetimes until the turnaround time where he can choose to be himself fully without bringing harm to you, his family, or himself. That time will coincide with the writing of this story. Your complete memory of this conversation and many more to come will inspire teachings you will share with others. In this life and others, you will spend long times apart from your twin soul. During these separations, you will forget that you are one. However, the timer in your soul will guide you back to each other. Trust that. During the time in the future when women will have taken over the roles of both men and women, while dismissing the need for a man altogether, will be a low point in civilization. It will appear as if men are the only Dark Ones, but that is because women will be very successful at hiding their own darkness through their justification as victims of the patriarchal system created by the Dark Ones in Atlantis. In the turnaround time, both men and women will have to love and forgive themselves and one another and stand as equals. Your memory of what happened to cause the initial split between you and your twin soul, healing your emotions and helping others to do the same, is how we are asking you to assist in the turnaround time. Remember, all problems on the planet are caused by the imbalance between the male and the masculine and the feminine, originating and exemplified through the separation between twin souls. The feminine will need to yield, forgive, and love the masculine, and open to receive him, will gently allow the masculine to be himself again, while she becomes herself again, standing beside him. Every man will need to face the fear that he is not enough for his woman, and allow her to step up and become an equal partner. So, that is just such a great chapter in this book to just do as a reminder to really think, we are balancing those male and female energies, which is essentially moving out of fear and into love. And how she ends this, I said yesterday about in the healing, I saw the cord go between the heads and the hearts of these two people. And in the healing, when they focused on the heartbeat got stronger, and that's when they were in balance. So listen to what she says at the end. My guide's loving smile was the last thing I saw before waking up in the nursery. My love, unbeknown to me then, sat next to the teacher, and both of them staring at me anxiously. She had a cool cloth on my forehead, and he had an arm around her. He looked familiar. We smiled at each other, and for a moment I saw a cord of light between us. I remembered seeing the cord once before as a young girl during an impending storm. There was a boy I called the Purple Boy near my favourite waterfall. Well, there you go. So remember, if you're feeling in any doubt about all of these fears and everything that's going on, then just remember you are part of a bigger thing, a bigger picture. And so clearing all those fears and anger and doubt and all that stuff is what we're here to do. And we're here to move into more and more and more light and love and share that love around the world. All right, take care.